Hey YouTube!
What up?
Guess what's around the corner?
Valentine's Day.
It is
Yeah. So guess what we're doing?
Valentine's dinner.
And we're doing the Valentine's Day dinner on a budget.
Yes. So if you want to sweep your lady off your feet and do something special besides just a typical going out, stay tuned.
Yeah.
Cart full of groceries. And guess what? $57 total. And we have enough money to get a bottle of wine. Boom! Just like that. And we're back.
With all the ingredients, and we made it under 60 bucks. It was 57 something.
Woot woot.
So, okay, for appetizer, we're doing flatbread, pretty much like margarita style, sort of. A little bit of tomato basil sauce and basil, mozzarella, tomato. We're doing flank steak stuffed with 6 Italian cheese thingy. We are also doing a poultry blend spices here. So this is basically, if you can't get it as a bundle, it is sage, thyme, and rosemary. And then we have some tomatoes. We're going to do squished potato medallions. And then breadcrumbs, the flank steak. And then for dessert, we are doing strawberries with banana drizzled in chocolate. And we also fit in a bottle of wine. So it is possible to do it on the budget, and it is going to be a little bit of preparation. And I suggest, if you are doing this for your loved one, take notes and have a cheat sheet so you're not watching a YouTube video when you're cooking them Valentine's Day dinner. We're here to help. All right. Anyhow, so the first thing we're going to have to do, there is going to be a little bit of prep. We have to get the steak tenderized. I'm kidding. Alright, so we have to get the steak tenderized. We're going to do this 24 hours before we marinate it, because flank steak is a tougher cut. So we have to tenderize it and we have to marinate it. And acidity is your friend when it comes to that. And by acidity, I mean tomatoes, tomato sauce, tomato juice. Some people use kiwi. Salt is your friend. Get this all spiced up and ready to go for tomorrow. So we're going to do that now. Alright, so I got the meat out, and this is where you get to beat your meat. And you're going to do this to both sides of it. Alright, so next what we're going to do is take a sharp knife. So the grain runs like this. What you're going to want to do is do diamond cuts just along the top of it. Just like that. It's just literally scoring the top of the meat. Just enough so that all the juices can get in there and tenderize this even more. Do that on both sides. Because then now you have these little pockets here that the marinade can get into, and it's going to be real nice and tender once it's cooked. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of onion powder. And actually you can put it in here. Then I'm going to do salt. And I have paprika. Just for a little bit of flavor. And then we have black pepper. And then we're going to do the same to the other side. Now we're going to use the tomato sauce in here. I'm doing just about a half of a bottle.
So you won't leave half for the flatbread that we're doing, so that's why.
Some Worcestershire sauce. Can't even talk. Well, it's not an easy thing to say anyway.
Worcestershire?
Yeah. Some people can't say it, like me. Anyhow, I'm using some of these in here. Some thyme. A bit of rosemary, I already smell it. It smells delicious. Then what I'm going to do is take one of the tomatoes, slice up a tomato, throw the whole tomato in here. So like, I even mush this tomato a little bit.
Get all the juices out.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm gonna mix this all together. And then what you could do, if you have a bad or a small bowl like I do, you can put about a half of it on here. Spread it out.
Or a big Ziploc
Or a big
will
Ziploc.
do the job.
Yeah. I want to put some olive oil in here because the olive oil is going to help it tenderize it as well. So I do that and sort of fold it over and just put it in here and mush it a little bit. So this is going to go into the fridge now for about 12 to 24 hours, preferably. Okay, so it's been 24 hours since we got the steak started to marinate. So I got potatoes here, the ones that we're going to make the squished potatoes from. I'm going to put them to boil, and that's going to be the first step. So I guess in a way this is really good way to learn how to time manage your food when you're cooking, because you don't do it the way that it sounds like appetizer and then steak and then you do, unless you're cooking together and you like to eat as you're cooking. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to prep our steak. So it's been nicely marinated in here. Look at that beauty. Alright. So this is a little messy, but it's okay because it's delicious messy. I'm going to start prepping this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay out a little bit of these spices in here and nicely throw them around.
So you're using the mix that you got?
Yes.
Which is rosemary,
Yes.
oregano, I think?
It is sage, thyme, and rosemary.
Okay, sage, thyme, and rosemary.
So for the thyme, what I do is I get the leaves off and I sprinkle the actual leaves. I prefer doing spices like this. Now obviously you could use dry spices and pre-mixed, dried, and crushed and all of that. But this kind of gives it character and I love that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover them.
So you're using panko
Breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Not using too much. But just
Like a medium layer, I would say.
And then the next thing we're going to do is going to do the same layer of cheese.
And we bought 6 cheese, so it has a mix of different cheeses together, if you prefer one over another.
And then also, I'm going to take all this good stuff here and I'm going to put it on the meat as well. There's tomato still in there. So it's going to cook, and at the same time that tomato is going to release the juice a little bit and moisten the steak on the inside. So then the next thing is I'm using string, like a cooking string. After I roll the meat, I'm gonna tie it together. Just roll this.
Do you press it as you roll?
Not a lot, lightly, just so it's decent. There's no like pockets of air or whatever.
That's a lot of meat.
That is a lot of meat. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna have leftovers for like 3-4 days.
I didn't think we realized how big of a chunk we bought
Yeah. So if you
until now.
So if you buy a smaller piece, you're gonna make it even more under budget.
Definitely. This was 2 pounds.
This was 2 pounds, yeah.
Right, so you can honestly easily get away with like 1.5 pounds to 1 pound if you want half of what we're making.
Yeah.
So now you're tying the meat.
Tying the meat.
Is there any other option that you can do if you don't have the string?
You can lay it in the oven like this carefully, but this is going to help it keep it all together.
What about skewers? Can you do skewers?
Yeah, you can do skewers. You can
Okay.
shove a skewer through it if you have a skewer. Right now, once the steak is ready, prepped, while the potatoes are boiling till they're soft, what we're going to do is we're going to prep the strawberries and bananas for dessert.
So what's next? Potatoes are boiling, meat is wrapped up, waiting. What is it waiting for?
It's just waiting to go in the oven once the potatoes are done. In the meantime, we're going to get the strawberries ready.
All you do is just wash the strawberries and cut off the ends, right?
Yeah, make sure they're chilled before you do the actual chocolate drizzle, so that once you drizzle the chocolate on, the chocolate gets nice and cold.
So you cut banana, what size?
Sexy chunk size.
Okay, whatever size fits your...
And what you're going to do is strawberry, banana, strawberry, banana. Let's get this on a plate. And rechill it.
And if you're making this dinner as a date of having fun together with your significant other, feel free to open up some wine. And
look at how much she poured in my glass. Apparently, she's not happy with me until I've had a half a gallon of wine.
No, I just poured little for myself.
I don't even drink wine. I drink whiskey. I never drink wine.
Fine. Pour a beverage of your choice.
Yes. Now, we're going to get the appetizer ready, the flatbread. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some fresh basil.
So we have the tomato sauce, the same one that you used for meat. You had whatever was left over, you use it up here, and then you add basil.
I love basil.
In chunks.
In giant chunks. Tomatoes. Kind of layer it all over. It's going to intertwine with the cheese and the tomatoes, and don't be afraid to just whatever. Whatever you do, it ain't going to be wrong. It's going to be delicious. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of salt on here. Just for flavor. And then what I'm going to do is drizzle some olive oil in here. So we have everything ready and prepped. So the next step is going to be what?
Clean up the kitchen.
Always have a clean kitchen when you're working.
So the potatoes are ready.
They are.
What's next?
And I'm going to throw cold water on them.
Oh, okay.
And the reason I'm throwing cold water on them is because when you go to squish them, they're going to be extremely hot.
Ah.
And this is going to save your hand. So I'm going to let those cool off for a minute. Now we're going to put the meat in. Now we're going in the oven. And I am going to go bottom rack.
Why bottom?
Because on top, we're going to put our potatoes and our flatbread.
So we're putting this in for
35 minutes.
35 minutes, yeah. But we'll check on it in about 20.
Yeah.
So while the meat is cooking,
we're going to do the chocolate. We're going to melt the chocolate. So what I'm going to do, so I warmed up the pot just a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of butter, and I'm just going to coat the bottom of the pan or the pot with butter. All right, you want to drop the chocolate in there?
So how many squares do?
Let's do like 6.
So we did 4 right now.
Or do 8 squares.
Okay, so I can put 4 in.
And just right away
Another 4.
start stirring. So you have to control your heat very, very carefully. As soon as you're at a melting point like this, where you grab some chocolate and it runs like this and you have everything dissolved, that's where you need to stop, and that's the temperature that you need to stay at. Watch this. This is perfect for drizzle. Okay, and now we're gonna actually do exactly that. And I'm just going in a figure 8 pattern. And then circles. Just random.
have fun. Okay, and then you assemble it on the plate of your choice.
A little bit of decoration on the plate. Not too much. Just like that.
Okay. Stir in the fridge. What's next?
Next, we're making the potatoes. So, you were wrong. I did make these potatoes before and I'm making them again. So,
Okay.
a little bit of olive oil, just so it doesn't stick, and it also is going to help the bottom of the potatoes crisp. We're using a non-stick silicone type of deal, like a cookie sheet or whatever. You can just use a non-stick baking pan. And then what I'm going to do, smash them, literally just smash them. Don't make them into like mashed potatoes. This is not mashed potatoes. And just like that. Just get a nice round shape out of them, like medallions. Just like that. And then next, we're going to use salt and pepper. Alright, and on top I'm going to drizzle also a little bit of olive oil. It'll run off. And then we are going to put a little bit of that same cheese that we used. Trying to get creative with the same ingredients that we've already purchased. Just like that. And we are going to put these in the oven. It's been about 15 minutes since we put the steak in.
Yeah.
This is when I'm putting the potatoes in. And we're going to watch these closely for them to lightly brown gold color.
So we're switching
Yeah,
potatoes into a smaller dish so it can fit in the oven.
Yeah, we're going to put the flatbread in. Our flatbread is done. And
You cook it until the cheese is melted.
yeah, and starts browning over.
Okay.
So this is what it looks like. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. It's almost like a pizza.
It is.
Over. Now the way I'm gonna cut it is basically strips. I'm gonna go over once. Perfect. So now you could actually enjoy your appetizer. Alright, so the meat is done. It's been about 30 to 40 minutes. It's beautifully cooked.
And
our potatoes are ready too.
into the last 10 minutes, we set it to broil to give it that nice.
Actually, it was like 7 minutes about for broil. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go enjoy our appetizers, and we're gonna leave this to rest open to the air for about 15 minutes. So while it's resting, what I'm doing is I'm actually getting rid of the strings.
Look at this. That you can see the steam still rising.
Yeah.
But that looks so delicious. Perfectly done. Use the spices to decorate.
Yeah.
And there you guys have it. Valentine's Day dinner.
Happy Valentine's Day, and hope you enjoy your dinner and after dinner and dessert and after dessert. And yeah.
Comment, share, subscribe, like. Comment, especially if you made it. How'd you like it? What did your significant other say? We're just gonna go enjoy it.
Yeah, I can't wait to eat. I'm ready to eat. Even though this is obviously we're ready, we still have to take pictures.
I'm digging in. I'm not listening to this
We're
guy.
taking pictures.
Okay. See ya.
Peace. What are you doing?
Ready?
Yeah, there's meat flying
I
everywhere.
love the pieces of meat like everywhere. We have a piece already on the cabinet. There's like pieces.
I never said this night is not going to be messy, okay? So some of the spices are going to be... I forgot I never had this open before. Awkwardly large, flat strawberry.
It's from Chernobyl.
Okay.
Ow!
I'm not even touching you.
Homie, ow!
Okay.
We're
doing this.
You're on camera.
Okay.
And there you guys have it. Valentine's. Ugh. Can't talk.
Yeah, you don't want to show off that you're a slob. I didn't.
That's true.
I didn't.
That's true.
I hired a cleaning lady and then I said that I cleaned the house.
That's also true.
Hey, you believed me.
You call. It was more like, hey, you want to go over to my house later tonight? Sure. And he's texting his cleaning lady, can you come to my house and clean it? Especially the closet.
Yeah. Hey, it worked, didn't it?
Sure.
And I made you some good food.
I think the food is what.
Oh, really now? Are you sure you want to continue going where you were just going with that?